Yep, you hear my voice, man. You know what time it is, man. It's time for social media's most perfect podcast, social media's best kept secret. I'm your boy Infamous,
Hollywood.
and together we make These
These nuts.
Nuts. Hollywood, as we do it, getting the each and every podcast, tell everybody to get in contact with your pimp.
I am Hollywood Rich underscore on Instagram and Threads. Hollywood Rich 85 on X.
I am infamous on TikTok. I am infamous on uh, X. Also, if you want to follow the podcast, please go to These Nuts Official on Facebook. Instagram is These Nuts underscore. YouTube. How to get in contact with us on YouTube, Hollywood?
Separate these nuts.
And what I've come to find out is if you take the audio experience, you do the same thing. Keep a space in between them nuts, man, and hit it, and our shit pop up, man. You can find us on Anchorage, Spotify, Apple, Podbean, wherever you put in these nuts, put a space in between, our name or our picture should show up. And make sure that you follow. Make sure you hit the like button and the share button. And if you like some of the content that we put out, man, make sure that you share it, man. Put it up on your page. That'll gladly be appreciated, man. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and we can all be friends. I don't think we can. I ain't even say that shit no more, dog. After what that transpired, boy, I can be talking like that no more.
Nah. Keep saying all that old nigga shit.
Dog, it was. Hey, listen, bro.
It just flowed off your tongue. It was so easy.
It was so easy for me to say that shit, dog. And for the people that know, they know. How was your party weekend, man?
Well,
did you do it?
Seeing that by the time this shit come out, it would have been 2 weeks
Two
removed. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool, man. We celebrated my daughter's birthday in Orlando, and we pretty much had a good time. I had a couple family members join me. Wasn't too much.
Yeah. Well, by the time this come out, my birthday will be a week in the hole. But happy birthday to me. Celebrating 35.
So yeah, okay. But tell the people what you did for your birthday.
Actually, I'm going to a brunch for my birthday, man. I'm going to kick it. Okay. You coming to join me? Well, what about your friends?
It's raining. You better check the weather.
Oh, it's raining down there?
Yeah. I'll show you when we finish.
Oh man. We going to G5.
It might stop though. It might stop.
Now we're going to G5.
G5 don't exist no more. I think this shit called Taboo or some shit. If I'm dead ass serious, it's called Taboo.
No, I'm just fucking with you, dog. I ain't never been to none of that shit, dog. You know what? Being a resident of Miami, dog, I never went to G5. I never went to what's the big shit?
I've been there one time.
I ain't never been to G5. I ain't never been to damn, what's
King
the shit?
of Diamonds.
I ain't never been to KOD. I've been to Queen of Diamonds. But I never ain't King of Diamonds over there by didn't they relocate King of Diamonds?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey man, it is what it is, man. So we're gonna do what we do, man. We're gonna start the show off right now. This was a topic that I seen that I thought would be kind of all right for us to talk about, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's Vivica Fox, right? It's making this on social media, right? She's at the age now. I think Vivica, 60 now? 60 years old? Vivica said she ready to settle down, Wood. She said she ready to find a good man and chill, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of men was up under the post and they were saying, okay, now she's hit that wall that most women hit. They say that proverbial wall that they hit where they done got older now, all the fun and shit gone. You done swole up a little bit. Now you want to make it. But you was doing all that wild shit when you were young. So we're gonna talk about it, right? But before we talk about it, I'm gonna pull up the clip from Vivica Fox. She's on the TV show. And this is what Vivica Fox had to say about her situation. Oh man, they took it down the clip. But pretty much Vivica Fox said that you know, she want to date now Hollywood. Like she don't want to be in none of that wild shit no more, dog. Like she really want to just vibe out. How do you feel about that? Because in her earlier age stages, she wasn't on that wanting to be in no relationship shit. She was trying to live her best life.
I don't see no issue with it. I know a lot of niggas are on the other side of what my answer is, but I don't see no issue with it, man. I think this is the time in her journey where she's supposed to be chilling out. Like even though she's 60 years old and niggas feel like she should have did that shit years ago, this is her time to where she's not the Vivica Fox of old, because she was still popping in her 40s. She
Mm-hmm.
was still fine, sexy. Niggas still were getting at her in her 40s. So hey, let's drag this shit out as long as possible. And now, shit done slowed down a little bit for her. Now she want to chill out. So this is time for her to chill out. I ain't got no issue with it, bro.
This is what she said, right? I don't got the video, but I got her quotes. It
Uh-huh.
says, I'm not getting on the app. He must be funny. He must love to travel, not intimidated by who I am, and lets me spend money and go shopping. I'm open to all races.
Uh-huh.
That's what she said. Now, I'm on the other side of that shit, bro. Like, I just
Right,
feel like,
right.
why do you wait till you get to this point in your life to now that the well done ran dry? You know what I mean? You're not the hot commodity that you once were.
Yeah, this is when I'm supposed to slow down.
No, but why? I mean, but why not do that when you in your
I ain't
40s?
slowing down. I ain't slowing down in my prime. I'm popping. I'm too popping right now. And it's selfish for a motherfucker to ask me to slow down and get into a relationship when I'm popping, when I'm at my peak.
I don't think it's selfish, dog. I think it's and listen, I'm not against nobody living their life
And
how
on
they
and
live.
on top of that, what if I ain't found nobody that I deem worthy of that back then?
But what if you not even much looking for that because you are popping? What if the good
Yeah, but
because you say this shit all the time, dog. Why when you doing your thing, you want to see the other side and the good nigga there in your face at that point, just because you popping. Now when you go around and you don't mess with all the bad guys and did all the shit that you did, now you want to come back around to finding the good guy. When you could have found the good guy when you was popping.
that's true. That is true. But I'm not gonna fault you for deciding to do what the fuck you want to do.
Me neither.
Nah, it's gonna hurt you in the future. But go ahead and go out there and do what you need to do for you. If you feel like this is what you need to do right now, I don't want to be the nigga to try to take that from you, and
Mm-hmm.
then you be resenting me later on for that. Go ahead and do what you got to do. I ain't got no
Okay.
issue with it.
Okay, so when she double back, are you gonna be the death for the double back? Are you gonna be Nelly and Ashanti?
If I'm gone, if I'm there and I'm single, I might give it a try. But shit, if I done moved on with my life, then that's exactly what it is. I done moved on.
I don't think. I think if I'm a good dude, bro, and I exhibit those traits to you, and I see something in you, and then you shun me because you want to be in your hot girl summer bag because you popping. When you double back, I ain't gonna be there, even if I ain't with nobody, because I felt
It do,
like you had the opportunity then.
right.
It's like now you don't went out and let all the niggas that you wanted to let kick it with the quote unquote bad boy. You don't want to did all that shit. Now you want to come back. Nah, I'm not built like that. I'm
And
not
me,
built like that.
for me, I feel like it depends on how we decided to part ways. If we sat down and we had a grown up conversation, and you was like, okay, listen, I got some things and some experiences that I want to live out before I decide to settle down, and I don't want you to be the person that I resent for making me settle down a little bit too early. So let me go out and live my life the way I want to live it. And then if we decide to come back later on in the years, then okay. If that's the conversation we had before she went and did that, and then she spun the block, and then I'm still single, then by all means, because we ended that shit on good terms. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? I can't be the nigga to force you to stay with me.
you right. You right. So okay, I'm just playing devil's advocate. If you gonna spin the block, right? Doesn't matter who she spin the block with. Like if it's niggas that you know, even though y'all had this grown folk conversation, but she fuck with niggas that you know. Can she, after she don't deal what she did with all them dudes or that one dude, and then she come back around, are you, and y'all had y'all conversation, are you willing to accept her back?
To me, it depends on how close me and them niggas is. If it's a nigga as close as me and you close, then hell no. No, I'm straight. It depends. But if it's like a nigga who I bump into every blue moon, then hell no, I don't care nothing about that.
Okay.
I don't care nothing about that.
Spinning off. You said something that I find interesting. You said like how me and you are, right? Is there such thing as the bro code anymore, bro? The more older I'm getting, I'm starting to realize that bro code shit, I don't think it exists in the next generation behind us, dog. I don't think they put stock and value into the bro code shit, dog. I don't think that that's something that they deem valuable in their friendship with their homeboys, dog. Like you and me, it's certain boundaries that me and you just not gonna step on. And I feel like it's an unwritten rule, right? Like baseball. Like we both know that we not kicking it with somebody that one of us done kicked it with. That's like an unwritten rule with you and me. But I think the new generation, they don't even much roll by that moniker, bro. I think everybody in for self, bro. There's no self evaluation of dog. If my dog kicked it with her, bro, I shouldn't kick it with her. Some of these dudes, even though it was going on when we was growing up, but I just feel like now that bro code shit out the window, bro.
Listen,
I don't think it's relevant.
I want people to live life however they see fit. So if you cool with having and we're not even talking about the situation where it's just a one off. Me and her maybe we probably encountered each other one or two times, but that ain't really nothing. I'm talking about if you had a serious relationship with this girl, maybe a year and a half, something like that, and y'all decide to part ways. Now your ace, your dog, done ran into her, and now they got a relationship. This your dog, so you know y'all gonna be having interactions. You know you and this girl gonna cross paths within. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't think I could deal with that. But maybe these young niggas can, dog. I can't deal with no shit like that. You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
this brings me to a situation that happened with me maybe 2020, no, 2002, 2003, something like that. I was staying in Nashville. I was a wild boy back then, right? So I had a one night encounter with this chick. And
Yeah.
I think I might have spoke about this on the podcast before. Maybe not. I don't know. But me and the chick had a one night thing. Met at the club, knocked her down. It is what it is. Um, had a homeboy
Yeah.
who you know, he was part of the clique. You know, we had a little circle or whatever. So he's the type of person where he don't bring a girl around unless he like her like that. That's his personality, right?
Smart man.
He brought the girl around. I had already hit maybe excess of 8-9 months to a year prior.
Did you tell him?
I didn't tell him
Huh.
because I felt like he liked her, and this was a one-off type thing. Now, if we were kicking it on like a constant basis, then I felt like it was a conversation we needed to have. But
But
I
how do you
feel
handle that if she decided to tell him, but you my dog?
that's where the water get murky at
Uh-huh.
because he was part of the clique, but he wasn't like, let's say how me and you are. You know, he part of the clique. He was in the clique associated with somebody else. And again, me and her just had a one-off. And I was 20, I think I was 22 then.
Right.
Yeah, 2002. I was 22, dog. And again, I felt like because he brought her to some shit that we all come to, that he really liked her. And I felt like if I said some shit like that, that might fuck up what they got going on. Me and her had a conversation, and I'm like, man, that was a one-off. I barely remember that shit. So it wasn't nothing. But when I bring the conversation up to some of my friends, they be like, nah, bro, you got to tell the nigga. And I'm like, we didn't have nothing exclusive like that. That was just a one-off. One night, we did, and that was it. And they went on to become married with kids. So
that shit a delicate situation, because in my opinion, I feel like you should tell her.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like it's important how you tell a nigga.
I think
niggas don't know how to give another dude the information gently. And I feel like that's some information that you need to ease the fuck on me. You can't just throw that on me. Oh yeah, I used to fuck her.
Yeah.
I think it depends on how you give me that information. Give it to me, but don't. It depends on how you relay that information to me.
And it has a lot to do with how, if you know the nigga, you know how he is about girls. You know what I'm saying? Like you right, though. It's a very delicate situation looking back at it now, because I felt like he's one of them type dudes, dog, to where like he's emotionally attached to women like that, bro. And again, this wound up being his wife. Well, last time I checked, they was married. If I felt
you still ain't tell him.
Nah, I don't fuck with him. I mean, again, he was a part of the clique, but not. It's different levels to this friendship.
But to me, I would have been. The reason for me wanting to tell her is to get that shit off of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you now. You know, so nothing don't pop up later. It was a little small situation, wasn't nothing big. Me and her encountered each other maybe once or twice, and I never seen her. I never seen her after that. Mm-hmm. So it ain't. I don't even got a phone number. I just want to let you know in case shit happened to where you find it out later on, and you think I'm holding this information because I'm trying to be sneaky or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's my reason for wanting to tell it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get this shit off of me.
Yeah. See, now for me, I tell my friend that. Again, that nigga, he was in the group, but again, looking back at it at the age I am now, maybe I should have said something to him about it, dog. But you got to know the nigga. But you got to know the nigga.
You might feel like y'all associates, but this nigga like, nah, that's my dog.
Could be. Now,
you see what I'm saying?
I feel like the only way she was gonna say some shit like that is if you had to do some treacherous shit to her for her to even regurgitate some shit like that.
But there's a high percentage that some shit might happen. He might slide and do something slimy to her.
Yeah.
And now, in order for her to get back at him, she's telling him about some shit you and her had 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't conversate with him no more anyway, but it's just the fact that, again, I was 20.
Yeah, nigga, you that was in Tennessee. That like you move states away. I'm talking about in your vicinity.
Yeah. Now, again, dog,
that's crazy.
Looking back at it as an older guy, dog, maybe I should have said something. I don't know. I just felt like at the time, I felt like if I said something to him, dog, I would have probably fucked up their shit, because he probably would have never looked at it the same and all other type shit. And like I said, it was a one. Now it'd have been different if I would have been knocking her off for 6 months. Then I probably would have came and said something. But this was a one-off. It was it was part of the one night stand thing.
No worry, dog. If I hit one of your girls, I'll let you.
No, don't tell me. Don't tell me, dog. Don't let me know.
They gonna fuck it up for you.
You gonna fuck it up for me, dog.
Yeah, but if you do some slimy shit to her and then she want revenge, she gonna tell you anyway. You know how they move. That's how they move.
Speaking of moving, right? Nah, I ain't even gonna bring that story up. That's too personal.
Lord have mercy.
Huh?
Nah, I'm with you.
Nah,
move on.
Yeah, let's keep it moving, dog. Um, let's see. What's our next topic? Um, oof, we got a lot of shit in this group chat, boy. All right, so let me ask you this question: who you think puts more value in sex, men or women?
Women.
Okay, talk to me. Why you say women put more value in sex than men?
I would have said I would have said men 10, 15 years ago.
Years ago. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but nah, at our age it's women. It's women. It's women.
Hands down.
Yeah. They'll go they'll go fuck with a young nigga with a high sex drive who can't do shit for them but that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why they fucking with them. It's because of that. That sole purpose is to get their rocks off. That's it. That's it. So yeah, it's women.
I think women
It's
use
women.
sex. I think women use sex as leverage. I
To
think
to who?
to men,
Men like us?
no, just men in general, dog. Because if you go
Mm,
on most sites, I'm
right.
not saying that it's not men out here that's selling sex, but I don't
Mm,
think they succeed at the rate that women succeed at when it comes down to selling sex and putting value on sex. You're gonna go on sites and see more women naked than you're gonna see men naked because women and men. How do I want to phrase this? I think women use sex as a way of garnering value, right? Um, I don't know how I want to say this. I'm trying to think of the proper way to
yeah,
articulate.
explain this shit to me. Explain it to me.
Okay, like for instance, right? If you go on social media and shit like that, dog,
Mm,
most sites have women on top because they know that women feel like that's all men want is sex. So they use their sex appeal to appeal to men. Where, most women, not saying that they're not into sex, but when you go on most of these sites, they don't advertise the man like they advertise the woman. Because they understand that more men gonna come on this, or they think that more men are gonna come on the site because of an attractive woman than they will
but
have an attractive man.
I just see that shit as women being arrogant as fuck. They don't feel like they have to go through the lengths that men have to go
They
to
don't.
get to get the nigga that they want. That's just women being arrogant.
I mean,
If they had a harder time
mm,
getting to the nigga that they really wanted, that men have to get to the female that they wanted, they'd have sites popping just like that.
oh, I think men with money don't have a hard time getting the women that they want. It's the
I
average
ain't
man.
talking about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't talking about that small percentage.
I'm Women are the gatekeepers of sex. Women are the ones that dictate sex to me. They dictate the terms of the sexual experience between a man and a woman. But a man
They
dictates the
should.
relationship part. Hmm?
They should. They should dictate the sexual experience.
Listen, if we're gonna be honest, if the roles was vice versa, right? I don't think men would know how to act being the object of sexual desire by women. I think only a small percentage of men ever experience that. The Michael B. Jordans, the Idris Elbas, the guys of that magnitude. I don't even know if I'll be able to function as a man being desired how them dudes desire. I think God made that for a reason. There are only select
It's.
men
I was just gonna say it's not
experience.
our nature, bro. It's not our
Yeah,
nature.
I
We
agree.
do the hunting. We do the hunting. And like I said plenty of times on different topics, when my wife gets aggressive towards me sexually wise, I
You turn
feel
to
a
a
way
little
about it.
bitch.
I feel a way about it.
You turn to a little bitch.
I feel a way about it. Because it ain't in my nature.
But see, but you saying that just about your wife. I'm saying, imagine dog stepping out your house and being able to have access to. I ain't gonna say they can get any woman they want, but the percentage of woman that they can get to is astronomical. Like, I don't know how. I don't know if men were able. Listen, I think the world would be fucked up if the roles were vice versa, and women desire after us how we desire after them, bro.
I think they feel
That'd be a weird
that
ass
way.
feeling.
I think they feel that way towards a lower level woman. But a woman who they deem to be up here, I think they would feel weird if she would come on to them. Say for
Exactly.
instance, I know she married, but Beyonce,
Mm-hmm.
any of them niggas you just named, if Beyonce was a single woman and she was coming on to them or hunting them or trying to cope, what do they call it? Trying to court them,
Yeah.
I think that would be an uncomfortable experience for some of them dudes. I think so.
I don't think it'd be uncomfortable because they deal with women that's on Beyonce level all the time. Like, I'm
I
not
don't
talking about
who deal with women on Beyonce level all the time. Michael B. Jordan,
as far. Okay, so when you
maybe
say
beauty,
Beyonce, what are we talking about?
maybe beauty, maybe beauty wise,
Yeah.
but not all the shit that
You
Beyonce
talking
got
about
going
Beyonce
on.
financially or Beyonce looks?
I'm
Like,
talking about Beyonce. Beyonce is all encompassing. She got everything going on.
well, okay, let's take Beyonce out the scenario and add it to another celebrity that's like that, that's single. Like, what? Michael B. Jordan, bro, there's women of that type ilk that look at Michael B. Jordan that way. Like, it's a show that come on in London, dog, where it have top-notch actors and singers and shit on there. And the women be eyeing over motherfucking Michael B. Jordan, bro. So
Yeah,
I
but
think Beyonce
it was the
stepped
same.
up.
It was the same chick, Lori Harvey, who
Mm,
had him going crazy. So I don't buy that.
okay, what I got to do with the price of tea in China, though?
It kind of explaining what I'm saying. You got a regular chick. She's just beautiful. She ain't got nothing on.
She
She ain't
ain't
got nothing
regular
going.
now. Let's not act
She
like
ain't
Lori.
got nothing. She ain't got nothing going on outside of her beauty.
I
She's
mean, she
Steve
was a
Harvey
model,
daughter.
bro.
That's it. She's Steve Harvey daughter. That's it.
I mean, she had a little modeling thing going on.
What do you know her from?
I knew her before she was before she was messing with Michael B. Jordan. She was doing a little
Oh,
modeling
no,
thing.
no. I'm saying, but what do you know her from? Me and Steve Harvey's daughter.
I'll be daughter. Yeah.
That's it.
It don't matter though.
And we ain't even talking about the level. She nowhere near the level of Beyonce. And he was head over heels for this girl,
I
going
don't
crazy.
see I don't seen top notch A-list celebrity chicks that done scorned over this nigga. He done walked in and you can see them get flustered. So if you trying to compare that to that, I've seen it. Like I've seen box office white women, black women that you can put on the same level as Beyonce in their career that just get flustered
Name
when
them,
this
cause
nigga
name them, cause maybe he didn't see them like that.
man,
Obviously,
and maybe he don't see Beyonce like that. See, again, all I'm saying is, bro, niggas will go off the railings if, in my personal opinion, if we ever got to the point to where we got popular like that, bro, and you can have a woman without even much trying. That's a different level, bro. Like, I think that's why God made the world the way He made it. Like the men are the hunters. Because if it was the other way around, bro, I think the world would be
listen, bro.
overpopulated.
Listen, at our level, it's not hard to get a woman. So
Listen,
I don't see niggas going head over heels over females like that, bro. If you done had your share of women, even at our level, I don't think when you get to a higher level, you finna go crazy again. Because I done been through that.
so you're not gonna go crazy if Rihanna trying to shoot a shot at you, even though you
But
don't.
you talking about once in a lifetime type shit.
Okay,
But
women on that level.
I'm not finna run through dozens of women when I get to that level, or dozens of women at that level. It ain't finna happen.
Hold on, say that again.
I might tag Rihanna,
Yeah,
but every woman at Rihanna level, I'm not finna fuck with. I'm not.
I ain't saying you
Niggas
will.
just niggas just got a certain affinity for Rihanna.
Kelly Rowland, is that the same to you? Not financially. I'm just talking about looks wise.
Yeah, Kelly might have to get it shit up.
But see, that's what I'm saying as far as the
Yeah,
type of.
but you know how we see Kelly though. You can't do that.
I mean, any celebrity I throw at this motherfucker is an attractive woman, and I feel like
Yeah, but we don't. Most of them we probably not gonna see like how we look at Kelly. I don't look at Beyonce like how I look at Kelly and Rihanna.
mm,
That's just me.
yeah. I mean, but again, even on our level, when it comes down to certain women, dog, like
Mm,
we have our criteria. It's certain women that we not gonna fuck with for whatever the reason may be. But
mm,
it's the women that's on our level that we gonna fuck with. So I don't know, man. You know, going back to the gist of the story, I just feel like at the end of the day, most men don't even know how to. I don't think we'll know how to act being Michael B. Jordan, dog. Nigga probably be Nick Cannon, have 49 kids, boy. Straight up.
maybe.
Because boy, that's a different level of shit right there, boy.
Yeah,
So
you might be right.
for real. Okay, so Hollywood, you and your wife like to travel, right? Did this our next topic. Dude was in the airport with his wife. They terminal was way on the other side of the airport.
Mm,
He told his wife, "Baby, don't go to Starbucks. We might miss our flight." She decided she want to get on the. She want to go to Starbucks get her shit anyway. I got to get my coffee. So the nigga jumped on the plane. The plane took off and left her motherfucking ass.
oh nah, he tripping. Nah, I ain't getting on them.
Here we go, Hollywood. Here we go. Tell me who right, who wrong.
Husband crossed the line when he left his wife at the airport. The husband explained they had about 15 minutes until boarding started, and his wife insisted on going to Starbucks, which was on a different terminal. He told her she didn't have time, but she didn't listen. He waited as long as possible, but when the gate agent was about to close the door, he decided to get on the plane, and the wife did not make the connection.
Yeah, throw the whole wife away. First of all, he was going to visit his daughter. So when the wife decided to go
Oh,
to another terminal with 15 minutes to board the plane, she made him make a choice between her and his daughter. So there was a trip planned before. She overslept, so they already missed the flight. So this is the second time that they're going to try to see his daughter. So when she decided that she was going to delay or just take her sweet time, like the plane was supposed to wait for her, then he did the right thing and he got his butt on that plane to go see his daughter.
A husband.
Hollywood, who right, who wrong, baby? Talk to me. Who right, who wrong?
see, you ain't tell me about that little wrinkle. See, they just throwed
Nah.
in a little wrinkle I ain't know about.
Yeah.
They put the daughter in there.
Yeah.
See, originally I was thinking they just going on vacation.
Mhm.
So if I'm thinking with that type of mindset, then I'm gonna wait on you.
It's
But if I'm
clickbait.
going to see if I'm going to see my motherfucking baby, and 15 minutes before boarding, you decide to run all the way on the other side of the airport to go to Starbucks. In my mind, you don't even want to go see my daughter with me.
Yeah.
We probably done been talking about this. You ain't want to go. I had to convince you to go with me because I don't want to travel by myself. And now you with this bullshit.
Hold
All
on.
you doing all this for a cappuccino frappe, venti latte.
Hold on. Hey, stop right there before you continue. That's gonna spawn off into another conversation. And we're gonna get back to this. How do you feel being in a relationship with somebody and you got a kid and you got to convince them to go with you to see your child? Me personally, I'm gonna feel some type of way.
I'm gonna feel some kind of way too.
I'm gonna go by myself, but I'm gonna feel some type of way about, like if you just said I got to convince you to go. Nah, bro. Like, no. Me and you ain't compatible, especially if my child ain't done nothing to you. You should, you know that I make it very clear that whoever I kick it with, that my kids are an important part of my life. Not saying
And
that, and my kids getting to a point to where they can take care of themselves in certain situations. So, it is what it is. But if I'm telling you that, hey, listen, I got this flight to go see my child, and I got to convince you to go with me,
right.
then I'm gonna look at you a certain type of way. That's just me. But go ahead with your statement,
And
Hollywood.
and, 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 and shit different between men and women. Because if I'm fucking with a chick and she comes with kids,
Mm-hmm.
they expect the man to accept all of that. So when we decide to go to the next level and move in together and all that shit, the kids coming with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all expect men to deal with all of that,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't even go from time to time to go with me to go see my baby. Like I'm not asking for much compared to a woman who's coming with kids.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Nine times out of 10, my daughter not gonna stay with me.
Mm-hmm.
She stay with her mama.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe once a month or once every other month, we gonna go get on a plane and go see her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't find an issue with that. So if you can't even do something as small as that for me, I can't fuck with you, man. I
Yeah.
can't. I can't.
Yeah. I agree.
Because what if we
But
get in a situation where a college that my daughter applied to is close to us, and now she's staying with us now to go to school?
mm-hmm.
That ain't finna go down now.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I can't fuck with you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now, in your original statement, before you knew about the kids and all that shit, and let's just say I told you, hey, the flight, you can't go get the coffee. We're gonna miss our flight. You don't pay X
Going
amount
on
of
vacation.
yes, you don't pay X amount of dollars to go to lube or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna let that money fly down and shit? Or are you gonna get on that plane and if she wanna come, she gotta find her way over there? Bro, because we know these trips are expensive. We're
Yeah,
not
they are.
going from Miami to Atlanta. Then yeah, okay, fuck it, we can miss that one. I'll be mad,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe we can finagle some shit and get on another flight. Another flight. But if this shit talking about we going from Miami International Airport to Dubai or to Cancun or some shit like that or somewhere exotic, I'm getting on that plane, bro. I'm sorry. That coffee ain't that motherfucking serious. Get on, listen, if it's that serious about some coffee, when you get on this motherfucking plane, see if they'll give you some decaf. Tell them to put 4 cream sugars in that shit or something. You telling me I'm gonna lose X amount of dollars because you got to go get some Starbucks? Nah, I'm going, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm going. I'm going.
I ain't mad at you, dog. I ain't mad at you.
I'm
And
going. Wife or not.
if it wasn't my wife and me knowing my wife, I would leave too. Cause you got to think about it. Like I'm going to Punta Cana next week, right?
Okay.
So you got to pay for the flight. I got to upgrade the seats to get a little bit closer because I want to be the first nigga to get off the plane because I got you got to go through immigration.
Yeah.
So if I'm in the back of the plane and I got 100 people go before me, that might add an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get through immigration, now we got a time transportation that we got set up
Mm-hmm.
that we done prepaid for. We already paid for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with you. I done got all this shit paid for, all this shit scheduled and in place. And now you decide 15 minutes before boarding that you want to run to go to, man, fuck that coffee.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't go right here and get you a Red Bull or something, let's get on this plane. Yeah, dog. Yeah, I feel you. But I guess I'm gonna be a little bitch and stay with my wife. But it's gonna be hard.
What if none of that shit is non-negotiable, dog, and you don't spend some money?
Yeah, you
I
don't
ain't talking
spend some
about
money.
like a trip from Atlanta to
Yeah, you
Jackson.
don't spend some money. You don't spend some money.
Dog, if that shit X amount of dollars, dog, I'm going, bro. I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
got to just be mad at me or whatever. But you got to take accountability. See, this is where accountability comes into it at, bro. You got to take, listen, 15 minutes for you to go over there and get some Starbucks, or you can just get on it. Because every plane, depending on how far you flying, they're going to have a minute, a minimum these like that, like coffee, and it may not be the cappuccino shit that you talking about. But nigga, you
Yeah.
better close your eyes and you know what I'm saying, and dream that
Man,
motherfucking
hey,
Starbucks.
bruh, they go crazy over that Starbucks.
I don't. Okay, so you want a Starbucks or going to the tropical location and getting bent over the
Obviously,
balcony?
obviously she chose a Starbucks.
Nah, you crazy. So you telling me you chose a cappuccino over looking down at the bottom of my bungalow. You know, you can slide down into the water and shit. You see the fish fly. Nah, you crazy. Don't
Man,
be
that
mad.
lady, that lady ain't want to go. She know that when these people close this door, it's non-negotiable. I don't give a fuck who you are. Once we
Yes,
close these doors, that's it.
that's it.
So you already know what time it was when you ran down there with 15 minutes left. You know you're not gonna go from here all the way to the other side of the airport, wait in a Starbucks line, and be back within 15 minutes.
Yes.
You're gonna be in that Starbucks line for 30 in the airport.
Does she have the right to talk crazy to you when you get back?
Oh nah. No, 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 no. She ain't
You
got the right to. We already know these women, they gonna do it. They gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Do
exactly.
she have a right to do it? Hell no.
No, because you already know when you get back how that conversation gonna go. You don't love me. You supposed to stay there with me, baby. I spent X amount of dollars to
I
go to this
spent
place.
5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 10,000.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, hell no.
and you value Starbucks more than you value hanging out
And that
with me.
shit, like, especially if you're going to a tropical island, those flights are few and far in between, unless it's a major island.
Yes.
If you're going to like St. Martin or some shit, I might have to wait till the next day to get a flight.
Yeah.
And by that time, how much money I done lost? I done lost a whole night at the hotel. The motel's $1,000 a night or $1,500 a night. Come on, man. You playing now?
I agree. So we siding with the man on this one.
Oh yeah, with the daughter, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta go. Yeah, you don't want to go see my baby. I'm gone.
All right, dog. Do you think listen? I listen to this word narcissist a lot. A lot of women throw that narcissist word on a man, right? But we never discuss the female narcissist. And they do exist. They are out here. And I'm gonna play this clip. And Hollywood, you tell me, do you feel like this is some narcissistic shit?
We've created a generation of narcissistic women. And what's happened is the rise of social media and the rise of online dating and the rise of feminism has taught women that they are not to blame for any poor choices. Every poor choice is glamorized. So if you want to be a sex worker, it's great. If you want to post in bikini pictures online, it's fine. If you want to be with it, every poor choice is glamorized. And every internal reflection is seen as gaslighting yourself. So they've even got terms for internal reflection to prevent it happening. And so what will happen is they are trained to not reflect on themselves because we've been told we've been oppressed for so many years. Now it's time to make sure we project. And so we don't take any accountability. And as a result, when we get into relationships, if we don't feel completely soothed all the time, he must be a narcissist. He must be a manipulator. He must be gaslighting. He, rather than I. And unfortunately, we've got an online market that caters to that wounded woman, that caters to that entitled woman, and caters to that narcissistic woman. And it's so wild to me that so many women talk about narcissism, but the society today is just catering to narcissistic women. We've created a generation of narcissists.
Hollywood, talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about what the young lady said?
I'm not out there in these streets dating and mingling like that, so I'm not 100% sure. I do see it on social media, so I know what the fuck she's talking about. But I don't know if that's the norm. But if it is, boy, these young niggas got some shit to deal with.
Not just the
Because
young
a lot of these young dudes, they already don't know how to handle their emotions. So if I'm dealing with a chick and a regular person asks you wrong for whatever situation, but you telling me you're not wrong or you gaslighting me, like these young niggas can't handle that shit. That shit might end bad, man. So I feel sorry for these young niggas because they can't handle shit like that. They can't handle a chick blatantly just playing with them in their face. So yeah, I feel bad for them, dog.
I don't think it's just a young nigga shit, though. I think all us dealing with that shit, dog. I think we are in a society of
You might be right. I ain't out there, dog. You might be right.
just demasculation of men, like things that made men traits that made a man now are highly highly
frowned upon.
and toxic now. That's a word that a lot of women use. That manipulating shit, bro. I agree with that. That accountability shit, bro. I agree with everything that lady said, bro. Like, if a woman go cheat on a man, right? Her homegirls will co-sign on the dumb shit with him. Be like, hey, well, you know, he wasn't treating me right. You know, he wasn't never home. Girl, you know he this, and girl, you know he that. When, as an adult, you have the capability to, if this nigga cheated on you before, you have the capability to leave then.
Right.
You don't have to stay for the bullshit, is what I'm saying.
That be the opportunity to get back.
Okay. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about get back with men. Most men, not all, but most men, once you cheat like that, it's a wrap. It's because we know we never gonna look at you the same way again. Now, women have the innate ability to be able to deal with it, but not forget it, right? Meaning you could cheat 2002. It's 2024. She still talk about that shit to this day. Women do that. Men, we don't function. Men don't function in that realm. Like most men. Now I know women that done cheated on them and they took them back. I don't know if my manly instincts or abilities will allow me to take you back, because I know in my mind as a man, you're gonna always, I don't know if I'm gonna look at you the same like that again.
We don't look at you the same because in our mind, we done pictured the whole sexual experience.
The whole thing.
Even if you and this nigga ain't do nothing but go missionary. So in our mind, y'all done did everything.
Nasty shit too.
69, you done talk salad. You done ate this nigga feet, everything, man. I can't fuck with you no more. No. You done did it all.
And them sex faces, bro. Like, we imagine that nigga got you face down with his, how that shit go? Foot and head on funnel. Head on, feet on funnel. All that wild shit that y'all be talking about.
Lord have mercy.
A man sees that in his mind. Even if y'all listen,
because that's the way I did you when we first met. Yeah.
So in our mind, we figure that's how y'all sexual experience went. Even though in reality, that nigga probably put it in you like, nah, I don't want to do this. Just no, I'm making a mistake. Even if that's what you did.
And that ain't what happened in my mind. That ain't what happened in my mind.
In my mind, that nigga got a handful of that bundle.
Yeah.
And your head all notched back, and he giving you extensive back shots. That's what we see. And then I
put you in the sex swing and everything.
In our mind, that's what we see. So you ain't gonna be able to change that. So we'd rather just let you go. Women, on the other hand, first thing a woman usually asks you is, "Hey, well, did you love him?" Of course we didn't love him. It was just a sexual experience. But the thing about a woman is, she gonna always keep that shit in the tuck, bro. That shit could be 30 years. You could be a whole totally different nigga than you was when you done that shit. But boy, is she gonna bring that shit up. But anyway, going back to what we were saying, dog, I just think that we don't really talk about the narcissistic women in the world, bro. They that manipulate shit. They use manipulation and don't take accountability for none of the shit that they do. We only highlight the narcissistic men. We don't know narcissistic women.
We gotta be honest, and we gotta be real with the situation. Who really responsible for the women acting the way that they act? Because if niggas stood they ground and wasn't taking that bullshit, then how could they get that off? Niggas allowing them to get that shit off.
I think from what I've read about being a narcissist, dog, narcissist is something that you can't cure. There's no cure for being a narcissist, bro. That's just an innate personal trait that you have. I say leave their ass alone.
That's what I'm saying. Because if you're dealing with a woman who never takes accountability for her fuck ups, I can't deal with you. I can't. And won't that force them to change their ways? Wouldn't that?
Nah, but a narcissist
after a while of niggas not being able to deal with your bullshit, when you have a change of heart and try to go in the opposite direction.
No.
Because it hasn't worked for you.
No, because that's where the accountability shit come in. Because you not taking accountability for the shit you're doing, you always deflected it on somebody else. The reason why this happened to me is because you did this. It ain't never. listen, I say this shit all the time on the podcast, dog, and I mean this. In grade school, dog, they teach us every effect, the cause and effect shit, right? Every cause has an effect. People usually only concentrate on the effect. They never look at what caused the motherfucker to do what they did. That's the accountability shit, bro. And when you're dealing with a narcissist, dog, they don't never see the wrong in the shit that they doing. Never. So you ain't gonna never be able to get them to see that they doing wild shit to you. That's the male or the female.
And if niggas play the game right, them chicks who we talking about should always be by themselves. That's it. We just gonna knock you off and pass you off to the next nigga till he realize what you really are, and knock you off and pass you up to the next nigga. That's just the way that shit should go.
It should go, but it don't go that way, dog.
Because all of them ain't born like that. All of them don't have that naturally inside of them.
Well,
some of them just seeing that shit. Yeah, some of them seeing that shit work, that type of attitude work, and now they gonna use it. No. We gotta reveal what's real. Fuck that.
Hold on. I'm finna look that up right now, dog. Are you born a...
Damn, boy, you nigga typing on the typewriter. That nigga got the whole Angela Lansbury Murder She Wrote typewriter.
Okay. Yeah. I looked this up on I just Googled it. Mm-hmm. It says there is no genetic or NPN. People are not born with it.
See?
So you're not born with it.
That goes back to what I was just saying. Niggas gotta stop dealing with that shit. It's working for them. That's why they doing it. So in terms, niggas, we breeding them to be like that. We making them be like that. It's working for them. We know it's working for them.
We know that a lot of niggas out here don't have sex discipline, dog. They just don't, bro. And women use leverage. They leverage sex as a way to get a man to do what they want. Just like men use money as a leverage to get women to do it.
All that box ain't good like that. It's only a select few that can get a nigga to do what the fuck she want me to do because it's that good. That ain't everybody. Everybody. I'm sorry.
Dog, at this age, I don't even think ain't no sex gonna make me do nothing that I don't want to do.
Okay.
But you speaking from a mature man that's done dealt with multiple women and done got his sex mileage up. Like you always say, bro, my sex mileage up. You go back maybe when I'm in my early 20s, dog, and sex wasn't as a premium like how it is now. Well, it wasn't as easy to get to. Man, listen, bro. Come on now. See, we look at things now from a more mature aspect. I'm looking at it. I'm able to look at it from when I was 22 years old, dog, and it ain't like that, dog. Like you'll put up with
but you got older niggas that's enabling this type of behavior too. It ain't just these young kids, bro.
Yeah, but these old niggas,
it's niggas around our age group that's enabling this bullshit. You can't come in and be in my life acting like no motherfucking swore brat because eventually this shit gonna get old, bro. Niggas gotta stop dealing with that shit.
See, but you looking at it from an aspect, Hollywood, that a lot of niggas don't. Some niggas don't look at it from that aspect because they feel like it's just easy to get this bitch what she want. She get out my face. Mm-hmm. That's why I've come to the realization about the niggas that you got two type of niggas in the world. You got niggas that pay for pussy and niggas that try to finagle some pussy, right? Meaning, I can look at it. I used to get mad at the niggas that pay for pussy because they whole thing used to always be, hey, dog, I ain't got time for this. Listen, let me give you this money. I get what I want and we keep it moving.
I ain't got no issue with it.
I used to have an issue with it. I don't have an issue with it anymore, because it is what it is. I come from the school of it was more of a badge on your shoulder, dog, to be able to finesse a girl out of sex. I ain't even gonna say finesse, but be able to talk your way into some coochie. That was the thing when I was growing up. That was taught to me. It was to, hey, I'm articulate enough, I'm charismatic enough to make you want to have sex with me just because of who I am, not what I have. Somewhere in the pantheon, it changed to where now a lot of dudes be like, man, listen, I ain't got time for all that talking to a girl. I just want to do what I want to do and give her this money and keep it moving. And
Because
I
it's easy. It's easier that way.
Because I feel like they fuck up the ecosystem, dog.
They
Them
do.
niggas that pay
They fuck up.
the
They
ecosystem.
fuck up the They fuck up the ecosystem for niggas who either are not willing or don't have the funds to pay for that. But in their mind, I don't have time for that. I'm too busy chasing money and chasing these opportunities to be chasing you or chasing y'all.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I understand that.
I agree with you. Because at first I didn't understand it. I didn't. I'm like, because I'm financially, I'm good. I could be a lot better, but I'm not. I did a research, dog, and I looked at the average American man, African American man makes about $45,000 to $48,000 a year.
Lord have mercy.
I'm above that, right? But I'm not in the 300, 400,000. Like, that's different. That's a different type of money. And those guys with that type of income, dog, they play different than how I play. I'm gonna just say it that way. They got access to shit that I just don't have access to. And you know, I understand it, like where you come from, dog. When you say, hey, dog, I'm busy, I'm chasing this bread, I ain't got time to really be conversating with you and shit like
Yeah, I
that.
ain't got time for that.
But then I also feel like those niggas I know women gonna be mad at me when I say this, but this is how I truly feel. And we always say we're gonna be transparent on the podcast, so I'm gonna be transparent on the podcast. I don't feel like women know what the value of their pussy is until a man puts a value on. Do you agree or disagree?
That's the value.
I agree. I
The
think,
value is what someone is willing to pay for. That's the value of it.
and I think when a nigga coming there talking about, listen, I'm gonna pay you $800 or $900 or $1,500 or $2,000 or $3,000 or whatever he gonna say he gonna pay you for that sexual encounter. At that point, you have now set the market. You set the price of the pussy. Now she knows that she can fuck a nigga for $3,000. She not fucking no nigga for $400-$500 because you not in her market.
Right.
But she don't know that market going into it. A woman can't come and tell a nigga like Future, hey, the fuck me, you got to give me $1,000 or some shit like that. Now Future might be like, nah, man, I don't pay for pussy because we don't know how Future really act. Because we don't know all that shit that he say on the albums. We know that ain't that nigga. Future might be like, I ain't paying you shit. I might give you $300 or whatever. So being that he is a well-known figure, dog, Future might get off the two. And 9 times out of 10, dog, Future fucking more hoes for free than he is paying. Do you agree?
Because the women who are in that type of business, they see the value in messing with him for the 300 because we know how these other niggas is. If they see her with Future, they want her now.
Yes.
So she's smarter for fucking with Future for the free or for the 300 because a month from now, 2 weeks from now, she gonna get Lil Baby and one of these other niggas for the 3,000 or for the 5,000 or for the 15,000. So it ain't nothing but marketing.
But how long does that work until niggas know? Because, you know, them niggas talk. Until listen, this my thing on your theory, Hollywood. You're absolutely right. But I think that's only a short-lived life. I don't think you're gonna be able to maintain that shit for too long.
Yeah,
because
as long as you look good, you're able to maintain it. Vivica Fox, who we was just talking about, she was able to maintain her beauty or her young look all the way into her 40s. So why not ride that shit all the way until you not like that no more?
Because I think men like young women, bro. And I think every 5-6 years it's a new a new patch of them motherfuckers.
But young niggas like older women, as we've been seeing for these past few years.
Some.
Shit. A
Not
lot,
all young niggas like old
a
bitches.
lot. I ain't gonna say all, but
Mhm.
enough for the ones who like that. It's still a market out there for them.
Okay, so how many? Okay, so let's go back to the Vivica Fox shit, dog. How many in her 40s? How many young niggas you think was checking for Vivica Fox in her 40s? I think it's very.
I would have been one. I would have been one of them,
Not me. Nah,
but I would have.
nah.
I would have.
Um,
You talking about when she was fucking with 50?
she wasn't even 40 when she was fucking with 50.
Late 30s. She's 60 now. That shit was what, 20 years ago?
She fuck. I mean,
She's 60 now.
I don't have an affinity for old women, right? So I'm the wrong nigga to talk to about shit
But
like
I'm
that.
saying she was bad back then though. Is what I'm saying. Is what I'm telling you.
I mean, for me, Vivica Fox never was like that though. But I get it for you.
Shit.
I get it for you. Dog,
Independence Day with Will Smith.
bad to me, old woman. Well, and I don't want to say old, but bless you.
Yeah.
The older woman that I always thought was attractive was Angela Bassett.
But she did that for you though.
Huh?
She did that for you.
Yeah.
So her in her 40s.
Angela Bassett bad now at 65 or
But I'm
shit.
saying you her market.
Yeah, I'm a young nigga to her.
But I'm saying you would have been her market 20
I
years
agree.
ago or whatever. So if you still bad, it's somebody out there who willing to
But see,
patronize your business.
okay, but going back to the Vivica Fox shit. Dog, did you see the pictures of
What bitch?
of Vivica Fox back then? What Vivica Fox look like now?
She's 60.
Bro, let's stop throwing that number because Angela Baskett's 60 something.
That's the only one.
Hold on, it's some other bad 60s. Yo,
Name them. She the only one.
No, Tina Turner was fine at 70 something.
No.
Nigga, what?
You lying. You
Dog.
lying. Marcus put them pictures up. Everybody he named me put a picture up.
Listen, dog.
Go ahead.
Listen. People are taking better care of themselves now because we live in the age of technology and information. You know, if you eat right, you exercise.
Angela Bassett, the only one.
Bro, it's some oh, man, listen, bro.
Talk to me.
It's some older women. I can't think of them off the top of my head right now, dog.
We could give it to Sanaa Lathan and them girls maybe another 7 years from now. But Angela Bassett, like 60, she's not 60. She like 64, 65 or some shit like that.
Yes.
Don't nobody her age look like that. I don't give a fuck. Nobody. She the only one.
Hold on, let me listen, boy. You about to make me go Google
I don't give a damn who you Google. It ain't finna work. Don't nobody look like that, sir. Nobody.
But what I'm saying is, Angela Bassett takes care of herself, dog. That's what I'm saying.
Not to mention them genetics. Yes. It ain't just taking care of yourself.
I'm not knocking you, bro. But go look at the picture of Vivica Fox now than when she was 40. It's not the same motherfucker, bro.
That's 20-year difference. A lot of shit can happen in 20 years.
What I'm saying is, bro, she could be eating and taking care of herself and being a better healthy.
But who's to say she's not taking care of herself, bro? She's 60. Your body don't function the same way at 60 that it was functioning at 30 or 40. That's a big difference, dog. Motherfucking damn near hitting the life expectancy at 60, bro. You 15, 20 years away from that. For women, you probably 15, 20 years away.
No, they got a list of motherfuckers.
You damn near done. There ain't none of them like Angela Bassett. Go ahead.
Angela Bassett, 65.
I told you. I said it.
Pamela Grier, 75. Felicia Rashad, not that bad at 71, bro.
But she don't look like somebody like Angela Bassett, who's only 6 years younger than her. That lady is a rare breed, bro.
I'm not knocking you, bro.
Her muscle structure, all that shit is just different, dog.
So you don't think exercising and some shit that Angela Bassett does plays a huge
It does. It
on
does.
what she's like? All I'm saying is this, bro.
It does.
All I'm saying is this. When you was fine and you was doing your thing and you had all the niggas running behind you, you didn't put the value in that shit.
Yeah, because I'm finna capitalize. I did put the value in it. But the value, she did put the value into it. The value to her wasn't getting locked down. The value to her was living her best life.
Now you eating donuts and
man,
double
stop
cheese
it, man.
and double
See,
cheese.
You doing what the niggas in the comments doing, dog.
No. Bro, listen. I'm being honest. I'm going off the picture. Hold on, bro.
No, I seen the picture, nigga. I seen it.
So you know that the 40 don't look like that 60, bro. And it's possible for the 60 not to look like that if you take care of yourself.
This lady. Yeah, but in the same token, what do niggas at 60 look like?
Listen, you right. You right. You are absolutely right.
She's just looking for her equal. That's it.
Listen, bro. Good luck. Because niggas that 60 not looking for that 60. They not. They might be. It's a small chance that a successful. Okay, let's look at the niggas that's 60. Since we going down this road, let's look at the male actors that's 60.
Yeah.
Let's see what they got to say.
What Denzel? What 60, 65, 70? What Denzel is? 65?
Yeah. Okay, so the niggas that's in her age bracket is Denzel Washington.
Denzel don't look like how he looked in his 40. At 40. You can tell he not age. He look good for his age, but shit.
Listen. These niggas on here old as shit, boy.
Nah, go ahead.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, now look at this niggas. Man, come on, man. She can't get one of them.
Listen, I put the niggas over 60, right? They gave me Morgan Freeman at 87. They gave me James Earl Jones at 93. They gave me Samuel Jackson at 75. They gave me Billy D. Williams at 87. Danny Glover at 77.
Nah, they too old, dog. They too
Harry
old.
Belafonte. Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy probably her age group.
He is.
Yeah.
And you know,
you don't think she? Yeah, Eddie like them young things. Yeah.
Eddie like young.
Like
Eddie don't want that's old now. Let's stop.
He want some of his daughter age. You right.
No, listen. This what they got on the list. I'm gonna just run down some of the names they got on here. They got Eddie Murphy, Billy D. Williams, Kevin Michael Richardson, Cedric the
Entertainer. Who the fuck is that?
I have no idea. They got
all these niggas married though.
Elijah Washington. They got Clinton Powell, Danny Glover.
I know Clinton Powell. All them niggas married though.
Lawrence Fishburne, Forrest Whitaker.
Hey, yeah, all them niggas swole up and puffy too now.
But guess what? The young women gonna fuck with them. Just like you said, the young niggas gonna fuck with them.
Because they got the bag. I don't think nothing wrong with Vivica wanting to settle down after she done got a little swole. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All I'm saying is the pick is gonna be. It was more easier for you to find that nigga when you was a young, vibrant thing, like Q-Tip used to say.
I agree.
Now niggas looking at it as, and now you talking about you not going on dating apps, you not doing none of that. Listen, that's the way of the world now, bro. I know you older, and when you
I ain't agree with you said that.
But if you want to find a good older man, and then see, this is the part that really got me fucked up on what she said. And I kind of didn't want to glance over because I didn't want to kind of like pigeonhole her into some shit that we always talk about on this podcast. I didn't want to kind of put her into that shit, dog. But this is what let me read it. Let me reread what Vivica Fox said. She said she wants somebody that loves to travel, not intimidated by who I am, and lets me spend money going shopping. So you got to, like, come on, man. Come on, Hollywood.
Man, stop, dog. That lady can find somebody, dog. I ain't finna sit here and say she can't find nobody.
I never once said that she couldn't find somebody. What I'm saying is,
okay,
it's gonna be a little more harder now.
I agree with that.
It's gonna be
Especially since she done ruled out dating apps. That's like you said. That's the way of the world. So you shrinking your dating pool when you do that.
okay.
So I think she needed to reconsider that. They got dating apps for celebrities. Get on there.
She gonna need to be with the older celebrities though. She got to go on.
That's fine.
She got to do something.
That's
She got to
fine.
do something.
That's fine.
Okay. That was crazy. I ain't expect that to tear off into that, but it did. Hollywood thought I was trying to say that Vivica Fox shouldn't. Vivica Fox ain't gonna find nobody. I ain't never say Vivica Fox wasn't gonna find nobody.
That what you were making it sound like, sir.
No.
She gonna find somebody.
It's always somebody out there for somebody, dog.
Lord, I want that. When niggas say that, that means you fucked up. When niggas start talking like that.
What? It's
like
somebody.
Your chances are slim to none. Yeah, somebody out there for everybody. Keep your eyes open. Yeah. That mean you got a small window.
No, I just don't really understand it. Like when you're in your prime and you having fun, and I understand it, dog. I just feel like sometimes you gotta value a relationship like you value property, right? Your body is your property.
Mm-hmm.
When you trying to get the most for your value is when the market is high. That's when you get the most. You can't try to sell the 3-unit office building when it's in the hood around crime, drugs, but when Whole Foods, Starbucks, and they start gentrifying your neighborhood, now your property value is up. You can sell it at its highest mark. You can't sell it once Starbucks and Whole Foods gone.
I think the nigga who she wanted to settle down with and who she put all her energy with, and he didn't want her.
Which was
50
who?
Cent. 50 Cent.
And that's
I think, and that was 20 years ago. And for 20 years after they broke up, she in every interview she bringing up this man. I think that'll hinder your relationships too. Why the fuck you keep bringing this nigga up, man?
I don't even
every time.
I think the older woman dating the younger man is gonna run its course eventually, depending on the age of the people. Like if you 36 and you fucking with a 23-year-old dog or a 24-year-old or some shit, it's gonna be cool for a little while. But that nigga still in his young adult state. He gonna do some dumb shit. He gonna do some wild shit. And I don't see a relationship duration existing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think them shit's built to last. Like those are just situations that you happen to be in. And I think that's kind of happened with 50 and Vivica. Right. But hey, it is what it is, man. Our last topic, right? We're gonna be on here to talk about splitting some bills, right? This is my homegirl now. This is my crush, Hollywood. My crush is Joy Taylor. I love me.
Oh, that's your new crush.
Yeah. I like her, dog, because she seems like she's down to earth, and you can talk sports with her. You ain't got to sit there and explain what the fuck going on.
She's married, dog.
She is?
Joy been married.
Who Joy married to? Joy ain't
a regular dude. She got married as soon as she went out to California. Once she left down here. No, she was on. I swear to God.
Dog, she broke it off with that nigga, man. She was engaged. Don't tell me
she never go through with it.
No. I think it was a basketball player too. Basketball or football player. But anyway.
He was a regular nigga. She must have seen that money coming.
But here we go, dog. This is her on her podcast with my other baby.
You can't have both of them. God damn.
Fuck the whole podcast up, man. But here we go, dog. This is what happened with her and her friend. Tell me if you agree.
Mm-hmm.
When do we pay for the men? A friend of mine was on her dating journey and she went out with a man twice. He paid for everything, wined and dined. On the third date, they spent a day together, ordered a bunch of things, had some drinks, had a good time. Let's call it a couple $100. She had to put her card down for this particular place. So when they went to pay, he was like, oh, your card is down. And now she didn't speak up and ended up paying for the bill. They had plans for another date. He texted her the next day and was like, I don't really see a long-term future with you. I don't really want to waste either of our times. I think you're great, but I don't want to keep our date for next week that we had plans, which I think is very respectable. Most people just ghost. So she's talking to me about it and she's like,
Hollywood, this was going to get real interesting. So far, how you feel about
go ahead.
this?
Go ahead. I want to hear the rest of it.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
But he did stick me with the bill. I was like, what are you talking about, stuck you with the bill? How did you leave paying? I was like, just text him and say, oh, okay, cool. Thank you for saying that. Had a great time too. But like, here's your split for Saturday. There's no possible way he thinks she's just paying for his presence. He got upset, did not send her the split, and in fact went and sent her the receipts for the last 2 dates.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, no.
That's right.
The splitting the bill conversation.
Come on, Hollywood, talk to me now. Talk to me. I told you it's going to get interesting. Going to get interesting.
No, that's right. He did the right thing.
He kept it G.
Like if we really going 50-50, I would have sent you the split for the first 2 dates.
Yes.
Yeah, if we being equal. What the fuck is you talking about? Let's just be honest, baby. You hurt.
Yes.
You hurt. So I should have ghosted your ass. I should have changed my number or blocked your number and never called you again. Because when I try to do it respectfully, this is what I'm greeted with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, hell nah. a little $200 bill, and ain't no telling what I paid on the first 2 dates. Because the first experience, like you only get one of them.
Yes.
So I'm gonna really wind it down you. So he probably took it to some expensive shit, spent a $1,000 plus. Come on, man. What is we talking about, man?
Listen,
a couple dollars, man. We went to Starbucks or some shit, man, for $200, man. Come on, man.
hey, man, why women, once they get ditched or a nigga that's not interested in their ass no more? Because that's a part that she did not explain. Like, what?
But that's all. But we know what it is, though. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Okay, explain to me. In your personal opinion, what it is.
She butthurt. I just said it.
Oh, yeah.
She hurt because she got ditched. You just said she got ditched. She's hurt. That's all it is. That's all this shit still for. Baby, you don't really care about them $200 because if we would have went on this fourth date, there wouldn't have been no issue. You wouldn't have never asked me for that money.
Yes.
Yeah, you just hurt.
I don't know if women know how to deal with rejection, dog. That, most men are like you stated earlier in the podcast. Most men are hunters. So when you out there hunting, you gonna get rejected sometime. You know what I mean? Right. You're gonna get the, I got a man, or I'm not interested, whatever. And you got to just take it on the chin. Now, every nigga don't deal with rejection the same way. But for the majority of most men that's out hunting, you're gonna get rejected. Mm-hmm. When a woman deals with rejection, dog, this goes back to what I was saying earlier in the podcast. Well, when you call your friend and they co-sign on the dumb shit. Joy, love you to death, Joy, but you co-signed on the dumb shit. She was like Hollywood said, she was butthurt. She really liked that nigga. She liked him. Yeah. And you would have ate them little $200-$300 or whatever it was. Like Hollywood said, if I said the date next week, we still on for it. You would have never called Joy and said shit to her about it. That's some shit that women don't even like to tell other women that they paying for shit for a nigga. Because the first thing a woman gonna say is, girl, you doing what? So that's
she would have never mentioned it. She would have never mentioned it.
You would have never mentioned that. So in our personal opinion, whatever happened in them first 2 dates, either you was on stage and that date he seen something in you that he didn't like, and he gracefully bowed out.
Man, that shit could have been anything. You probably chew with your mouth open. Who knows? Who knows?
Or you said some dumb shit that he felt like, hey, listen, I don't see you like that no more.
Yeah, a red flag that I seen in a couple chicks before you that I don't want to deal with. Yeah, it could have been anything.
And bro, that's a hurtful feeling for a girl to hear a nigga say, "Hey, I don't see this going no further." Especially if you at that. I'm assuming that the girl that Joey's talking about is in her age range. So now that hot
Man,
girl
listen.
shit done passed, and now you trying to find you somebody to settle down and kick it with, and you seen potential in this nigga. And for him to tell you, "Hey, I don't see nothing in you like that," and then you gonna sit back and send me a receipt. Oh shit. Oh,
Oh yeah,
okay.
you just let me know you hurt because baby,
Yeah.
I showed you the utmost respect. Like I showed you the utmost respect.
Yes.
Like I'm taking account for your time and my time being wasted,
Yes.
and I don't want to do it no more. I could have played the game and still took you on dates and fuck the shit out you and or whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could have continued to do that. But no, I don't see this shit going nowhere. So I'm gonna respect your time. And most importantly, I'm gonna respect my time and I'm gonna just let you know what it is. I don't see no future in this.
But you know what? What this lets me see from a man's perspective, dog, and maybe you see it from something different. No matter how you try to handle the situation, you're gonna always come out the bad guy.
But
No matter how
this is why niggas ghost, like I said. That's why niggas do that.
no matter how gentleman or how respectful you feel like you being, it's still gonna be looked upon as some sucker shit from a female. No matter how respectful or respected you are or trying to handle that certain situation with that young lady, it's gonna always turn out bad for you, bro. And now that you butt hurt, because you now let's even go a little bit farther. Let's say she did get a nigga some pussy. She really hurt now. He done
Yeah,
fucked and I
that shit
paid
was
for some
garbage.
food.
That shit was garbage. I don't even want no more. Cause I could have drugged this on and kept doing it. I don't even want no more. Straight.
And when you call your female friends, that's why I say women co-sign off on the dumb shit. Joey signed off. Now I love you, Joey, but you signed off on some dumb shit. That's crazy, Hollywood. That's crazy. But that's the dating world that we in, bro. That's the dating world we in. And with that being said, though, we're gonna close out this podcast because I got some places to be. Um as I said in these podcast, how they get in contact with you, bro?
I am Hollywood Rich underscore on Instagram and Threads. Hollywood Rich 85 on X.
I am infamous on X. I am infamous on TikTok. How they get in contact with us on YouTube, Hollywood?
Separate these nuts.
All right, if you take the audio experience, keep them nuts space, man. If you're on Apple, Spider, fine. It ain't even much Google Play no more, dog. I didn't even know that they got bought out. That shit don't even exist no more. I think it's Amazon now, if I'm not mistaken. Pod.
I don't know.
I know you don't, dog. But you keep the nut space, man. Make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe button, the notification button. Also, share our content, man, and help a podcast grow, man. So if you see our faces anywhere on social media, make sure that you share the content with somebody. And as I said in the each and every podcast, we are social media's most imperfect podcast, social media's best kept secret. I'm your boy Infamous.
Hollywood.
And together we make these
These nuts.
nuts.